Setting goals is easy. Reaching them? Now that takes a mindset that matches the mission. Most people never make that shift, and unfortunately because of that, they end up staying stuck. Have you ever set a goal that you were really excited about, really enthusiastic about, but found yourself 2 weeks later, unfortunately, not completing it? Perhaps it's not because the goal was wrong. It's probably because your mindset wasn't aligned with it. Training our minds to be able to tap into that discipline, determination, and motivation we need to achieve these goals isn't just something that happens overnight. So in today's video, we will explore some powerful strategies to help you align your mindset to help achieve those goals. This will ultimately help transform those aspirations into reality. Hi, my name's Luke. If you're new around here, thanks for stopping by the channel. And if you're returning, welcome back. Setting goals in the very beginning begins by actually acknowledging what it is you exactly want and setting your crosshairs on it. You need to really give yourself that pure clarity as to what it is you want to go out and get. Most goals can sometimes fail for people because they're very vague or they're based around comparison of other people. And to hit that goal, you need to become the kind of person that strives to achieve for it. And this is based around self-identity. If, for instance, your goal is someone who wants to try to eat better, for instance, stop saying to yourself, I'm trying to eat better. Start saying to yourself and others, I'm someone who prioritizes my health. Or for instance, someone that is giving up smoking. If someone was to say for instance, if someone knew you used to smoke and they came up to you and said, oh, do you not smoke anymore? You could either say one of two things. You could say, no, I've given up smoking, or you can identify as someone that doesn't smoke and say, I don't smoke. It's taking this shift from goal to identity and becoming this individual entity that is on a mission to complete an objective. You need to identify as that driving force that is going out to achieve this goal. Every action that you take is a vote for the kind of person that you want to identify as, the kind of person you want to grow to become. More often than not, people will hit a wall because of these hidden beliefs that they carry around with them about achieving certain things. Perhaps sometimes you tell yourself, I'm just not cut out for this, and I never managed to follow through, or I'm just not made for this. I promise you that unfortunately, if you don't challenge these thoughts through time, then you will just run with this mindset on autopilot. For example, instead of saying, I always give up, replace it with something like, I found it hard before, but hey, I can handle this. I've got this. Have that positive affirmation to yourself. And make sure you build the right environment around yourself when you're trying to achieve these goals. Because mindset isn't just internal, it's also shaped by the environment around you. Who you follow, what you watch, what the space around you is like. And it matters a lot more than a lot of people come to believe. It genuinely does. Try to, for example, curate your environment like it's a gym for your mind. Make sure everything within it supports that growth. And of course, believe in yourself. You can do this. You have got this. But you need to start being on your own side, and you need to feel like you're in that right environment. Remember too that action is as, if not more important than motivation itself. If sometimes you perhaps don't feel motivated, you need to have that mindset on your side that generates the capacity for that consistency, for that motivation to move forward. You don't need that mindset all the time, but sometimes when it drops off, you need to know that you have that mental capacity for consistency, and you need to build that to have kind of on your bench to come on to the playing field to help you out maybe when times get hard. This is actually what changes your life. Small actions like this repeated over time. If you want to hit these goals over time, you're going to have to try to make sure that your mindset aligns with this mission. You could even perhaps start thinking like someone who's already achieved that. You could play out that role in your mind and imagine yourself at the finish line, or as someone else that's also achieved this goal that you're going out to get, and pretend in your head that you're there and create that persona about yourself. And I think that's going to help find you where you need to begin by putting yourself into this place. I think we can all relate with one another when we say that we've all set out to try to strive and achieve goals at certain points in our life. And it's all, kicked us in the chest when we have got it wrong. And it can make you feel like a failure and make you question your own capability. And it can really get some people down. Just remember, trying to become something that you're not is a hard endeavor. It's going to be a battle. It's going to require sacrifices, and you're going to have to change the way you approach things to be able to help achieve these goals. And I think we've all heard the Sylvester Stallone Rocky Balboa quote that it's not about how hard we get hit. It's about how hard we can get hit and keep moving forward. I'll never forget that one. That will always resonate with me. Look, you've got this. It doesn't matter how many times you fall down. It's about how many times you get back up And trust me, with the right mindset, you've got this. Also, if you're trying to go out and achieve these things, and this is my own personal experience here for what's worked for me, is to not go around and tell everyone that you're trying to achieve certain things. Because if you do, you're going to create an expectation from all the people around you. And then perhaps sometimes if you do drop off for a period of time, or even fail at it, then you're going to have all these people around you that are going to point the finger at you and tell you that you failed, which is not going to help your mindset, especially if you plan to come back to try to attack that goal again later on in life. For years, I wanted to become some kind of a consistent runner. And it was only a few years ago that I decided that I wanted to try to, I've done it a few times over my life, but really put my mind to it and try to achieve this goal. And thankfully I did, but I had to kind of have that shift of identity to mindset where I thought of myself as this person that ran. I would religiously set out my running gear the night before I planned to run in the morning and create this environment around me at home where my running shoes would be out and my running shorts and shirt would be there ready for me to take on. And it helped create that mindset. It really did. And that's the part that's going to help. Guys, I wish you all the greatest luck when it comes to going out there to achieve your goals, because they're not easy and they feel great when we do them, but it's the journey that's the hard part. And remember, that's the bit to enjoy. Thanks for stopping by today, guys, and I'll see you next time.